Now on CoastTV News.
Winter weather prep. It's set to be a snowy week on the coast. How people are bracing for the storm. Playground revival. A beloved Lewis spot is getting a makeover with a wheelchair-accessible design. And tariff tension. President Trump announces new tariffs on steel and aluminum. What it means for domestic producers and prices for Americans.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Staying prepared for a snowy coast. What Sussex County is doing to stock up before the next winter storm. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to Coast TV News at 11. We begin tonight with some early snow coverage. Obviously, there's no snow on the coast just yet, but that's going to change pretty soon, and we could see more snow than we did in early January. As per usual, people in the area stocking up early, getting all of their essentials before the storm breaks. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy is live tonight in Milton. Brendan, what is it looking like out there?
Christina, happy Monday evening. It's a cold one out here, that's for sure. And while there's no snow just yet, like you said, that's going to change tomorrow and this week. When we talk to people around the area, they said that they're doing their extra prep. It's about the back roads. It's the streets that get the toughest to drive through. So even if you're staying in, going out, whatever you do choose to do, people that we talk to make sure that they got all their preparations done early.
More snow is coming to the coast. After seeing snow kick off the new year, people in Sussex County might be feeling a little more prepared this time around.
This is just run-of-the-mill type of stuff.
Still, they're not taking any chances.
I did my groceries today, so I don't have to go out tomorrow in case there is snow on the next couple of days.
5 to 7 inches of snowfall is expected in many areas around the coast. Some areas could see as much as 9 inches. John Eby and his wife Sharon told Coast TV they knew this storm was coming. They are more than prepared.
Well, I prepare more like 5 days ahead, prepare that I have enough meals or have enough vegetables, pizza, whatever.
Lindsay Barr works at Ace Hardware in Lewis and says this definitely hasn't been a typical weekend.
It's definitely been a big change from like earlier last week to now and where we're at. But yeah, we're trying to stay stocked with the shelves as well as we can with what we're given.
It's places like this Redner's in Georgetown, a Weiss, a Food Line that are packed with people today as they grab those last-minute essentials. But it's not just food that they're grabbing. They're also grabbing their snow essentials as well.
It is only a matter of time before Delmarva turns from sandy shores to snowy streets.
DelDOT has been brining the roads, and like I said before, it's those back roads and those narrow roads that are the toughest to drive through with these conditions. So if you're going out this week in Sussex County, be sure to stay as safe as possible and be ready for just about anything. Live in Sussex County, Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
Thank you for that, Brendan. And road crews in Maryland spent the day doing something they have done many times before this season. The Wycomico County Department of Public Works has its crews pre-treating roads across the county. The Maryland State Highway Administration also placing a salt mixture on state roads. And at stores across the peninsula, essentials like salt and ice scrapers, they're just flying off the shelves.
There's some basic things we would do every time. That's make sure our salt reserves are good. We have about 100 tons right now. We've got another 150 on order coming in the next few days. So we're prepared for the worst that way.
This brings us now to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what do you still need for the snowstorm? Let's take a look at the results here. Most people saying they're already prepared. I definitely cannot say the same. I might just wing it, but some people still needing groceries, a shovel, ice melt. But if you haven't voted yet, you can still do that. Go to coasttv.com or use our mobile app. Maybe you can say that you're not prepared and make me feel better. We're taking a live look outside into Ocean City right now. In our first alert, Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams is going to join us with a look at the weather. Paul, what do we need to know?
What you need to know is that this is a storm that's going to make good on its promise to provide us with at least 5 inches of snow in most locations, but we could get up as much as 9 in some areas. And we're going to take a look at multiple models later on this evening to kind of show you or make the case for you to understand why we're going there. But initially, let's talk about what's the here and now. We have an active winter storm warning in effect for all of Sussex. This kicks in really Tuesday afternoon at about 1 o'clock, and it expires Wednesday. Now, moving up towards 10 o'clock, actually. So we are watching out for that as a real possibility. So where you see pink, that's where we have the storm warning, where the blue is just a watch. So notice we are in the targeted area for the most snow. We're going to take a look at the possibility of snow because some of these models, believe it or not, Christina is indicating we're going to get over 8 inches of snow. Not quite the foot we had that first time, but we're going to get close.
All right, thank you for that, Paul. And for continued coverage of this expected winter storm Tuesday night, you can listen to all of our radio stations, download our Coast TV First Alert weather app, and follow our live updates on the air. We are your source for winter events. Now to Ocean City. Hey, everyone needs a little direction now and then in Ocean City. There are plans now to add 650 new signs along the boardwalk so that people know where to go. And the Ocean City Council will debate adding new signs with new information. And these signs would be color-coded. There's a brand new color scheme. Green and pink signs will let people know what they can and cannot do on the boardwalk. Blue and yellow signs would be for information, including where to find restrooms. One local in Ocean City thinks these changes are a great idea.
Anything that the town can do to help visitors find the buildings that they are looking for is helpful. So if the signage helps, we're all for it.
Now, the Ocean City Council will discuss all of these changes on Tuesday, and they'll decide how to move forward. Also on Tuesday, the Ocean City Council will talk about buying new flooring for the convention center without a bidding process. The $800,000 flooring used for Olympic volleyball will help bring in more sports events, according to the town. This will allow the convention center to host games like volleyball, basketball, and pickleball. Playground plans are in full swing for a new playground at Canal Front Park in Lewis. At a city council meeting today, officials discussed a grant program to fund a replacement for the children's playground. The replacement would be estimated to cost almost $500,000. The grant money would be coming from DENREC. It would fund up to $225,000 of the total cost. The city would be responsible for the rest. And the children's playground that was there was knocked down back in October, but now construction for a replacement is currently underway. The city says the new playground would be wheelchair accessible. And at the city council meeting today, officials decided whether they are in support of the project and confirmed that they're going to cover additional expenses to that grant money coming from DENREC. The construction expected to be complete in the spring.
I don't know if other older adults, if that's what they want to see the money invested in. It was a fully functioning playground before, but I know a lot of areas, we have friends they have kids that are very mobility hindered in some ways, and I think it would be nice to have something like that.
So one way that the city says this new playground will be more accessible is that it's going to have safety surfacing instead of mulch like the old one. That is on pause due to the cold weather right now. There will also be a wheelchair accessible merry-go-round. To national news now, President Donald Trump announced tariffs on steel and aluminum today. The good news is analysts say the tariffs might help domestic producers, but as Sherelle Hubbard reports, the bad news is the possibility of higher prices for Americans.
President Donald Trump says imposing a 25% tariff on all steel and aluminum imports into the United States is a part of his plan to make America great again.
We'll bring back industries and we'll bring back our jobs and we'll make America industry great again.
The decision will undoubtedly have a big impact on industries like automaking, aerospace, and oil production. But whether the impact will be good or bad remains to be seen. Canada's Chamber of Commerce responded saying the move is wrong on many levels. Canada produces about a quarter of U.S. steel imports.
We don't need it from another country. As an example, Canada If we make it in the United States, we don't need it to be made in Canada. We'll have the jobs. That's why Canada should be our 51st state.
The tariffs are to be imposed with no exceptions or exemptions. China's foreign minister previously said in a statement that no one wins in trade and tariff wars. China is the world's largest steel producer. Trump is also receiving backlash from within America's borders.
Tariffs are going to increase the price of everyday goods on all Americans, which is the antithesis, the opposite of why they may have voted for Donald Trump.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
Trump is expected to dig even deeper on tariffs. He's expected to announce new reciprocal tariffs on Tuesday or Wednesday, which could match other countries' tariffs on U.S. goods dollar for dollar. And we are just getting started this evening. Still ahead, Dover has been on high alert after a cybersecurity breach. We'll tell you what's at risk. But first, a new affordable housing project could be coming to Georgetown. More on that coming up.
And we have a winter storm warning in effect. We'll be back in 60 seconds. I'll explain to you why. I'm looking for 5 to 6 inches of snow in some areas and 7 to 9 in others.
What if your morning was just easier? At Wawa,
Good morning.
it is. With everything you need to get your day moving. Hi. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at OCMDFilmFestival.com.
Don't forget, this deal is too good to miss. Get $1 hot coffee, $2 iced coffee, and $3 Monster Energy drinks. Rewards members, redeem your bonus offers every day, as many times as you want. Now through February 16th. Gotta have a Wawa.
I'm tracking a pretty big snowstorm that's headed in our direction. We are currently under a winter storm warning, meaning we're watching out for about 5 inches of snow at the very least. On the low end, 9 inches of snow on the other side of that. And I'm going to show you the proof as to why I'm feeling pretty firm about that at this point. Our Boardwalk Plaza camera, Rehoboth Beach, 33 degrees with the winds out of the north, will drop to below freezing as early as 1 o'clock with increasing cloud cover in our neck of the woods. We are right now at 26 degrees in Milton and in Ocean Pines, 24 right now in Georgetown, and 27 currently in Seaford. Here's the winter storm warning that I was talking about. It's for all of Sussex. So that includes Benham, Georgetown, Ellendale, Milton, Morris Mill, Holiday Pines. It's also inclusive of Long Neck, Bullseye, Millville, Ocean View until 7 o'clock Wednesday. Now, there's another winter storm warning in effect for places like Ocean Pines, Holly Grove, Berlin, Ironshire, and Ocean City. Now, this one stays in effect a little bit longer until 10 o'clock Wednesday. Both start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for Tuesday, and they last overnight until 7 o'clock for Sussex, until 10 o'clock for St. Martin, Berlin, Ironshire, those areas along Highway 113. So this entire area is where we have the targeted zone for the worst of the snow. Now, you notice, you see this pink area? See, the blue is a storm watch to the north and storm watch to the south. But this area right here, that's the bullseye of the heaviest snowfall that we're expecting. And it's still gaining momentum as it crawls across the mountainous region. We're seeing the green, which is rain, changing over to white, and purple, which is personifying the movement of snow. So I'm looking at 5 to 6 inches of snow from Seaford down towards Salisbury, Georgetown down towards Ocean Pines. However, north of Georgetown, well, northern Georgetown to be exact, and north of it, I'm looking for 7 to 9 inches of snow. You see, by the time we get to, let's say, Tuesday, 6:30, for the most southern portion of our viewing area, we see the snow change over to rain, but then the snow comes back by 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning for Wednesday. So we'll see more of a mix to our south. But for the most northern portion of our viewing area, we're looking at temperatures staying in the 30s, and we'll see widespread snow. And you see the heavier looking or the deeper looking purple, indicating the heavier snow shower activity that we're expecting. So where do these numbers come from? We have 3 models that we run. So the first one is our European model. And as we go through the timeline here, what I want you to notice is we're looking for 5 to 6 inches of snow in places like Millsboro, Georgetown, and over 6 inches likely for us in Seaford, nearly 5 along the shore. Now I'm going to show you the second model, the GFS, which is really the American model. As I go through that model, you'll notice that we're looking at 7, almost 8 inches of snow in Del Mar, over 6.5 in the central part, and then over 5 along here. Then we look at our in-house model. And what it's showing us is that we're looking pretty solid for at least 3 along the coast and 5 inland. So overall, with that average, give or take this or that anomaly, I'm looking at 5 inches of snow at the very least for everybody before it really begins to kick in for us. So we have a red alert day for Tuesday. We will keep you updated with our radio partners as well as online and our app. By the way, speaking of our app, be sure you download our app so we can keep you updated on how all of this is continuing to change.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. Well, more affordable housing could soon be on the way to Georgetown. Town leaders considering a project that would create an affordable cottage community within town limits. This plot off East Market Street, currently sitting empty, could someday give 8 to 12 families a new home. And the project's president says affordable housing is a need in Sussex County.
These people work, some of them are working 2 jobs, and they just live paycheck to paycheck. And they can't get out of the rut because to rent a house here is $2,500.
Now, project officials say Georgetown doesn't currently have a zoning ordinance for a cottage community. Now, town officials, the town planning and zoning department, are considering looking into how the project could be zoned there in Georgetown. You may remember a few months ago, Big Lots announced they were closing all stores across the country. Since then, a few hundred locations have been bought and will remain open, but Milford is not one of those locations staying open. The entire store right now is discounted. Even the shelves are for sale there. Now, some shoppers say they're just heartbroken.
It's always sad when a store closes, you know, a small store, and there's a lot of memories with it, a lot of personal things, you know, that I would look for when I was in there. So it's just kind of sad to see it close.
CoastTV spoke with one employee who said the Milford Big Lots is expected to close in the next few weeks, but there's no official date for that just yet. In regional news, the city of Dover has been under a state of emergency for weeks following a cybersecurity breach. Officials say a tipster found Dover's email address on the dark web, triggering an investigation. And there's no evidence that any sensitive data was compromised at this point, but officials are not taking any chances as they work to secure city networks.
Payroll system, personal information, all of our departments operate off the same system, the police, fire, EMS, particularly because the Dover Air Force Base is tied into our utility system. We need to make sure that that's safe and secure because that's a matter of national security.
City officials say they expect forensic analysts to complete their review this week. That will potentially bring an end to Dover's weeks-long state of emergency. Coming up next, President Trump wanting to ditch making new pennies, why he says this is needed, and who gets the final say.
The President's Day sales event has begun at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Millsboro. We have over 200 new vehicles on the lot ready to be driven home today, including options under $30,000 like this 2025 Jeep Compass Sport. Skip the lines, shop online at MillsboroCJR.com. Just click buy, we'll bring the car to your door. So don't miss the President's Day sales event only at Preston Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. And remember, cars cost less with Preston.
Flu season brings the constant caroling of sneezing, sniffling, and whining children. 30% of people infected with influenza do not know it, making it easy to infect others, especially young children. Your best shot? A flu vaccination for yourself and those you love. Your Dachshund offers flu shots 7 days a week, no appointment needed. Flu shots for veterans are always free. Get your flu shot today.
Your Dachshund, in partnership with Tidal Health.
Even when U.S. Women's National Team forward Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. Thanks to the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards Visa Card, she'll earn 3% cash back on her purchase after choosing the online shopping category.
Don't you just love love?
Oh, I love it.
And because no two types of love are the same, Macy's has Valentine's Day gifts for all of them. Gifts for first love, true love,
puppy love,
cuddling on a Sunday love.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert weather app today. This is CoastTV News at 11.
President Trump says he wants the Treasury Department to stop making pennies. Trump announced the move Sunday, citing the rising cost of producing the 1-cent coin. The U.S. Mint reported losing more than $85 million last year on nearly 3.2 billion pennies. Each penny cost a little less than 4 cents to produce. It's unclear whether Trump has the power to individually eliminate the 1-cent coin. Currency specifications, including the size and metal content of coins, are dictated by Congress. Trader Joe's has set a 1 dozen egg limit per day for customers due to the avian flu. A company spokesperson says this will help stores prevent their shelves from going bare. Avian flu resulted in the death of more than 40 million egg-laying birds in 2024, and the lack of eggs has caused them to be more expensive and has led some people to try and buy large amounts per visit. Trader Joe's not the only retailer attempting to cope with this egg shortage. Kroger officials say although they haven't officially placed a limit, some of its stores have done so based on availability. Waffle House has added a 50-cent price hike for meals that include eggs, and the Agriculture Department predicts the cost of eggs will increase 20% before the end of the year. Coming up in sports tonight, Seaford girls basketball fights to keep their win streak alive against Cambridge South Dorchester.
And the winter storm warning is in effect in our area starting at 1 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, lasting until Wednesday morning. More on that coming up.
Track the storm with CoastTV First Alert weather.
Designed to outlast and outlive. Toyota trucks are unmatched, unstoppable, unequaled. Take Tundra, built in America, with an available iForce Max Twin Turbo Hybrid engine, with top-of-the-line tech for on the job and on the road. Buy a Tundra now with $2,000 customer cash, or take 1.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
I've needed a new left hip for about 15 years. The last 2 cortisone shots I got were bone on bone, and they didn't last 6 months. They lasted maybe a month. I was in a lot of pain. The staff at the Joint Surgery Center at Atlantic General Hospital were incredibly helpful. I was back to work 2 days short of a month, which I found amazing. You learn to trust people when you get good care.
Start your journey to relief today. Atlantic General Hospital, expert care every day.
It's time, America. Time to break out the red, the white, and blue oval. The President's Day sales event is here with great offers on powerful, capable Ford SUVs and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. There's huge inventory and great selection at your local Ford dealer. Want more? How about this special offer? Get 3.9% financing for 60 months or $7,000 cash back on Ford Expedition during the President's Day sales event.
Don't miss the President's Day mattress sale at John H. Ossick. Get huge savings on the best brands like Beauty Rest Black, Stearns & Foster, Purple, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, and Kingsdown. And get 30% off Casper mattresses and 40% off Nectar mattresses. Plus up to 48 months interest-free financing. Shop the President's Day mattress sale for a limited time only at John H. Ossick's Mattress World.
Septic system issues can lead to backups in your home and costly repairs if not addressed immediately. When buying or selling a property, a septic inspection goes hand in hand. A septic system in good working order is important for the property's value and the occupant's health.
At PM Price and Associates, we have trusted McMullen Septic Service for our Delaware inspections for over 18 years.
For over 70 years, people have trusted McMullen Septic Service for all their septic needs. Because your business is our business.
Millions of baked goods are being pulled off the shelves over listeria concerns. The Food and Drug Administration is stepping up its recall of 60 baked products. That includes a variety of donuts, cinnamon sticks, crullers, and fritters manufactured by the pastry wholesaler FGF Brands. While the recall was initially issued on January 7th, it was upgraded to Class 2 on Wednesday. The FDA did not specify the next steps for consumers. A measles outbreak is growing in a rural West Texas community. In late January, 2 children were hospitalized for measles. And as of Friday afternoon, the number of cases jumped to 14 confirmed and 6 probable, according to the South Plains Public Health District. None of them are believed to have been vaccinated, and most of them are children who had close contact with infected individuals. The state says this area has vaccination rates well below the recommended level. Measles is an airborne disease that can cause fever, cough, runny nose, watery eyes, and a rash of red spots. Well, it's the most common bone disease in the U.S., osteoporosis. It's a weakening of a bone's structure, tissue, and strength, and it can lead to increased risk of fractures. It's a treatable condition, but only if it's detected through screening. And there are new guidelines on who should be tested. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither goes over those recommendations and explains why they have changed.
It's called a silent disease because there are no symptoms of early-stage osteoporosis. It's usually found after a fracture or during screening.
It's just a matter of age and time and non-use of your bones that it slowly develops.
Dr. Paul Lewis with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says osteoporosis screening isn't invasive but critical as it can detect the condition before bones are broken. New guidelines recommend all women over age 65 have a bone mineral density test. Women of any age at increased risk for the disease are also advised to be screened.
It's almost as simple as getting x-rays taken. You lay on the table, they focus on the hip or the spine or your wrist, and a score is computed from that.
That score helps determine bone density. If it's low, Lewis says there are several medications that can stop bone loss or help build bone back. Consistently doing weight-bearing exercises or aerobics can also help prevent the disease. He says the new recommendations are due to an increase in injuries and even deaths linked to these types of fractures in the last 7 years.
The jury's still out on men getting screened, but typically men with risk factors of osteoporosis should be screened as well. That decision, though, comes between the patient and their physician.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Dr. Lewis says early detection of osteoporosis is also important so that a patient knows to get help quickly if there is a fracture. He says the sooner that broken bone is treated, the better the outcome. But he says many times people wait to be treated and only gain back half of their pre-fracture activity levels following a major break.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Tonight, a cross-conference clash on the court. Seaford girls basketball looking to earn their 3rd straight victory while facing Cambridge South Dorchester.
Jumping into the 3rd quarter, under 70 seconds left, Seaford leading CSD 34-28. The Vikings with the fast break. Destiny Johnson is off, taking it to the hoop, laying it in, making it a 4-point game. Then 7:30 on the clock in the 4th, the Blue Jays from the top of the key. Jordan Evans knocking it down. Seaford takes a 7-point lead. About a minute later, the Blue Jays shot is off, and Viking Leasia Todd gathers the rebound and looks down court to find Tajani Ballin, who gets the bucket, putting CSD down by 5. With about 5:40 left in the game, Vikings with another chance to close the gap, and Johnson can't be stopped. And CSD is now down by 3.
and they keep it rolling. Todd feeds Montasia Jackson down low. She finishes it off. Vikings down by 1 on the other side. Seaford hoping to take back the momentum. Kamara Cornish-Bain to Evans, who lets it fly, and she drills the triple. Blue Jays now up by 4. But here comes the Vikings. Todd outside pass to Ballin, and she cashes in. The home crowd is loving it. We're back to a 1-point game. Under 40 seconds left in this one. Seaford working it to the corner. Sarah Porish drains the jumper for 2. Blue Jays up 42-39 with about 22 seconds remaining. Blue Jays inbound now. The Vikings would try to battle back, almost stealing it away, but the Blue Jays stay in control. Seaford wins their 3rd straight, defeating CSD 44-39.
That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
Tomorrow at 4 on Coast Life, a powerful film event shines a light on black artists and untold stories that have shaped American culture. Plus, the great debate. Is Valentine's Day all about romance or just overhyped? Tomorrow at 4 on Coast TV.
Indulge in ultimate relaxation with Lazy Boy during the President's Day sale at Beshi Furniture. Let stress slip away with cozy recliners starting at $4.99. Experience comfort from head to toe with reclining sofas from $10.99. Or stationary sofas also $10.99. Go ahead and kick back. You deserve it. Long live the Lazy. The Lazy Boy President's Day sale at Beshi Furniture.
Shower your home with love with a new bath from Bath by Spicer Brothers. Our factory-trained experts can transform your space into one you'll love in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee, you can have peace of mind knowing your new bath or shower will last a lifetime. Right now, get 50% off installation, plus take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026.
Call to schedule your free in-home consultation. Bath by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Hey, are you the bath guy? Mercy, is that Courtney my biggest fan?
Oh my goodness, Courtney. As a nurse, I knew that I needed this done. Peninsula Bath really listened to us. Very, very professional, very friendly. The whole team made us feel like family. Thank you, Peninsula Bath, for everything that you did to make Courtney's life easy. Thank you, Bath.
It warms our heart to help. Call us today at Peninsula Bath for all your bathroom renovation needs.
Take your career to the next level with a company that truly cares about their employees. Family owned and operated for over 50 years, Brazier's Pest Control is looking to add full-time service technicians and clerical staff to join their team. Why Brazier's? Competitive pay, weekends and nights off, no holidays and full benefits package. Plus, each technician gets their own fully equipped vehicle. Brazier's Pest Control is committed to providing a healthy work environment, ongoing training, and quality service. If you have what it takes to join Brazier's team, call and set up your interview today.
Get the Coast TV First Alert weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
If you are not celebrating love this Valentine's Day, there are some fun options that you can do to honor an ex. Listen to this. For a $10 donation to the Fort Worth Zoo in Texas, the zoo will dedicate a pound of poop to the person of your choice, and a third-party company will transform that into compost. You will be emailed a special certificate for your donation to the Do Some Good campaign. And for donations starting at just $5, the San Antonio Zoo in Texas will name a cockroach, rodent, or vegetable after an ex and feed it to a zoo animal.
Wow. Okay. We have a winter storm warning that is in effect for the Delmarva Peninsula. Kicks in Tuesday afternoon. Will be continuing until about 7 o'clock Wednesday. Watching out for about 7 inches of snow in a lot of areas. Jeffrey DeGregorio of Rehoboth Beach, you are Umbrella Winter Giveaway winner. Congratulations. We're keeping you updated on your forecast by just simply calling our weather line at 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, courtesy of the law firm of Brockstedt, Mandalis, and Federico. Finally, here's a look at your 10-day forecast. So tomorrow, we are under a red alert day We're going to keep you updated with our radio partners, as well as our app, our Facebook page, our Instagram, all of our social media platforms. And be sure you download our app so you can keep up what's happening hour by hour around your home. And then we're going to have a yellow alert day following it because we're looking for more rain following all of the snow.
Thank you once again, Paul, and thanks to you at home for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For some more local news and local weather to stay updated on this winter storm, you can download our Coast TV News app. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is up next, and we'll see you tomorrow for Coast TV News at 5 a.m. Have a great night.